Let's just jump right into this right now. What was your weekend like here as far as what was the highlight?
Um, just seeing life, after football, the plan, the expectation, the people. I feel like is nothing like it. Playing with people that you've known for a great amount of time. The coach is us, so I mean, I can go anywhere and say, oh, yeah, this coach is great, But I'm kind of coming to realize that the culture is something that I've always known, something that I've always believed in. So I mean, everything's good in Gainesville for sure.
Feels like back in January is when Florida kind of had maybe your best visit, kept coming back and all that. How was the OV maybe a little more in depth, a little different? You've been here a bunch, so what was kind of maybe some differences this time around? If any?
It's more of a press to get me on board, of course, because after the summer, I mean, you want to know, who you got coming in, especially as me as being an early enrollee. I'll be enrolling to school in about 6 months. So just getting a game plan. They definitely run when they say pro style, it's pro style. So when you transition into college, into the NFL, God willing, that there's no surprises. But I mean, it's the people. It's not one person. That's my biggest takeaway. That it's not just one person. It's the people. It's a collective. It's everybody. It's not just maybe this group here. Just like football, I like academics, and that's not something you really hear from student athletes is the academics, but that's something that has kept University of Florida in the running is their academics, and my relationship with Miss Katie, and she does the offensive line stuff, and then on top of that having guys who are where from you are, and just having that bond and relationship.
Who was your host this weekend? Who was your player host?
Shoot, everybody.
Okay.
But on paper it was Roderick.
Okay, you're talking about people being from where you are. He's from Orange Park.
Yeah, Roderick. Pup. You got
Trey?
LJ. You got Trey. You got Sharif. You got
North Florida connection.
What's I said DJ? No, not DJ. LJ.
Yeah,
LJ
McCray. What's my boy from Trinity?
Webb.
Well, yeah, I got Well.
A long list.
Yeah, I got a handful of people who, if these coaches were to ever back out on me, I know those guys won't. So that's huge.
So you went to LSU last week. You went to Florida this weekend. Which one of those two visits made a bigger impression on you?
I say it's neck and neck. This is home because it is home. I'm in Florida still, so it's the palm trees. It's the buildings that I've always seen, always grew up seeing. But it's the people. The people is what keep me around for sure.
You're obviously committed to Florida State, but is it starting to get kind of difficult for you at all? Just knowing, like you say, you go on these OVs. Every school gives you the red carpet treatment, but has it been kind of more difficult as of late, just knowing the OV schedule and it comes down to that crunch time?
I pretty much knew what it was coming in before the OVs. That's why I tried to do a lot of shadow days to see what it is for real, without the red carpet stuff, so that when the red carpets come, I was like, okay, this is cool, but I know what it is when I sign that paper. Mm-hmm. You might not even get a hello out of some people.
Yeah.
So I know what's real and what's fake, but what makes it, I don't think it's making it hard, but it's definitely an experience that no one can ever tell you how you're supposed to feel. At the end of the day, it comes down to a gut feeling, and if you're not waking up excited to go and bust your ass with your brothers, there's nothing like that.
You mentioned time around the staff, and those guys real well. They've always let it known you're wanted, and this weekend they kind of press a little bit harder just because time is running out and all that.
Correct.
What was kind of just time around them, Coach DeCosta, Coach Caleb, Coach Sale, all those guys?
Coach DeCosta is an NFL guy. He told me from the beginning his business. Coach Sale is business. Coach Napier is business. And you want to get the guys that you feel that are going to produce, not only in the field, but that has your best interest in the offensive line room. and I feel like I definitely bring that to the table. That good energy. I'm not a jealous guy. If I see a guy working harder than me, it's like, okay, I got to step up. It's not I'm trying to bring you down. But that's the kind of bond that I feel like I've built with not only the offensive side of the ball but the defensive side of the ball. I know a handful of guys here, and I feel like as time goes on, I'm gonna end up knowing more. A lot of those guys are gonna leave, of course, due to NFL or just due to their eligibility running out. But I mean, that's the beauty of college.
I know one thing LSU's kind of pitched is like, they kind of homegrown. They take the high school kids and put them out. And Florida State, they've hit some portal guys.
Yeah,
I mean, was that a topic of discussion with Florida?
With Florida State?
This weekend with Florida.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I'll never like the fact that there was always portal guys. I mean, I love Atkins. I love Coach Norvell. But when we talk about the people, I mean, it's not.
Good save.
It's not. It's relationships, man. I can't even give it too much. It's relationships.
So it seemed like LSU was kind of the big threat to FSU a couple weeks back. And obviously, you take the OB there last weekend. I'm sure that went well. But where's Florida kind of in the pecking order now? Is that
where? What? Florida State or Florida?
Florida. Where are they kind of in the pecking order now? Because it seemed like I said, LSU was kind of the big threat to FSU.
I mean, Florida State is
sure,
already committed.
Right.
But
I meant like as far as big.
Florida State and Florida. I mean, Florida and LSU are neck and neck. No doubt. I mean, they're neck and neck.
And then you want to kind of have everything shut down. I mean, that's ideally into this month, right?
By the end of the summer, for sure. Before the end of the summer, really. Like, it's a headache, dog. I mean, I hate this, to be real. I mean, I loved it when I was younger, but now it's just like, I'm kind of tired. I'm ready to get down to business and, start making money. That's the thing.